lunge effort straight at the top corner. The net rippled. The crowd erupted. Goal! Marcus's team rushed around him, celebrating in a chaotic circle just as the bell began to ring. "Top bins!" cried out Owen. "What a banger, Marcus!" congratulated Patrick. Marcus smiled so wide his cheeks ached as Thomas and the Year 9s trudged off the pitch. Winning felt sweet. Chapter 2. Marcus walked into school, his football tucked firmly under his arm. He had probably never scored a better goal during a lunchtime match, so why didn't he feel happier? "What a game," Patrick said, running to catch up with Marcus. Owen was by his side. "You can say that again," chipped in Owen. "Did you see their faces? I've been waiting all week to beat the Year 9s. Marcus nodded. "I'm just happy we won." Owen nudged him. Marcus smiled. "Okay, I'm really happy we won." Even though he missed spending time with the Breakfast Club investigators, it was good to know he still had Patrick and Owen. After discovering that Owen and Patrick had been responsible for the Spoiler, a giant alien who had terrorised Rutherford School a few weeks ago, Marcus was worried their friendship was ruined. But after talking it through, the three of them were as close as ever. Patrick put a hand on Marcus's shoulder as they walked through the double doors and towards class. "Want to go to the cage tomorrow?" he asked. "We should practice for next week. Thomas's team will want revenge." "Sounds good," Marcus said, smiling. Owen and Patrick turned left and headed towards the maths classrooms together, but Marcus had English after lunch, so went right. As he walked down the corridor, he heard laughter spilling into the hallway from one of the rooms. It was coming from the old school theatre where drama club met during lunch and after school. The laughing got louder as Marcus neared the open door, and just as he got close enough to peer inside, Stacey, Asim and Liza burst out. They were giggling, looking down at a folder Stacey was holding open and not watching where they were going. Oof! Stacey bumped right into Marcus, knocking the football out from under his arm. She dropped a folder and bits of paper flew everywhere, scattering on the floor. "Marcus!" Stacey cried. She sounded annoyed. "Wait a sec," Marcus said. "You walked into me?" Stacey made a humph sound and bent down to pick up her folder. "What is this?" Marcus asked, picking up some of the sheets strewn around them. "They're scripts for the play drama club he's putting on," Stacey said excitedly. She coughed and looked encouragingly at Liza. Liza was grinning proudly. "The Ghost of Rutherford School," she said in a spooky voice. "Written by yours truly." Marcus's brows raised. "You wrote this for real?" he asked, amazed. Liza shrugged humbly. "It's inspired by my experiences in the BCI. It's about a ghost and a fearless ghost hunter who tracks it down." "Wow, that sounds brilliant," Marcus said, impressed. "And I'm in charge of set design," Asim chimed in. "I'll get to craft all the scenery, paint the background, design the fake school. It's going to be a masterpiece." Stacey grabbed Marcus's arm excitedly. "And guess what I'm doing?" she said. Marcus felt overwhelmed by their enthusiasm. Stacey was holding onto his arm really tightly. He began. "I'm the director," Stacey blared, so excited she could barely stand still. Marcus looked at the three of them grinning from ear to ear. He was proud of them, but also felt a bit left out. They were doing something so exciting without him. "Guys, that's really great. I hope..." He broke off as he heard the familiar sharp clacking of heels. Their head teacher, Mrs. Miller, was approaching. She loomed over them as she came to a stop. Usually, Mrs. Miller wore a suspicious look on her angular face when it came to the BCI, but once her eyes locked onto Liza's script, she actually looked pleased. "I've heard a lot of good things about this script," Mrs. Miller said, "and I'm delighted that Drama Club's first production will be written by a student." Liza's cheeks went a bit red, but Marcus could tell she was flattered. "Thank you, Mrs. Miller," Liza said. Mrs. Miller nodded curtly. "Of course, there's a lot resting on it too," she added. "There is,"